So I got fat. I've been bulking the last 6 months. I started at about 61 kg and ended up with a final weight of 75 kilos. This was my largest weight ever. In the last 4 weeks of the bulk, I tried to maximise PRs by taking a kind of dirty bulking approach. It worked in some senses, but when you take a dirty bulking approach, you end up with a physique that reflects that. It went more than a little too far. Essentially, I ended up putting on way more fat than muscle. And that can be a hard thing to see when you've been lifting as long as I have, because you start to see a reflection of the physique that inspired you to train in the first place. I started out skinny fat. Now I think I probably ended up in this physique skinny fat, but also with big shoulders and arms. But by the by, I was looking kind of skinny fat, and that is something that I wanted to change. I'm giving myself 13 weeks to fix it, and I'm going to keep you updated the entire time, week after week, with what I'm doing and covering my unique approach. So I'm going to show you my starting point, and I'm going to be completely transparent and honest. This is me after about 2 weeks of maintenance, and this is what I'm checking in with. It's a little bit lower, it's about 73 kg, but by the by, it is pretty reflective of how I was looking at the end of my bulk. This is pretty high from my starting point. Obviously, you've seen how lean I was there, and by getting to the end of this bulk, I had added around 14 kilos. The approach that I'm going to be taking is following a high volume program that is based around a lot of supersets. The reason that I'm doing this is because for me, it is extremely time efficient and also gets me some incidental cardio into my main workouts. I'm not really someone that enjoys traditional cardio, so what I'm doing is I'm taking what I love, which is weightlifting, and I'm adding a cardiovascular component so I can burn some extra calories. I'm aiming for 10,000 steps a day, and my calories are going to be about 2,100 a day. Now that is pretty aggressive to begin with, and that's pretty aggressive for me and for a lot of people, but I've found in the past that that is something that I can kind of get away with. I've noticed that I've been in some quite extreme deficits in the past, and I've came out of it pretty strong. So that's the approach that I'm going to go. Maybe for yourself, if you were to apply this advice, you could be a little bit more conservative with the deficit that you first employ. Of course, I'm going to be vlogging the entire process so that you can see every step of the way. That's going to be weigh-ins, picture updates, and kind of showcasing what I'm doing during my week and what I'm doing during my workouts. The reason for this is all too often I hear people talk about you know, they've been on a diet for however many weeks or months or whatever it's going to be, or they've just started training, and they'll always say to me, you know, when am I going to see my results? I look the exact same as last week, the exact same as last month. Whatever it is, they are not seeing that incremental improvement. And I think in these videos, if I show you the improvement week after week in myself, you'll be able to see that improvement in yourself. You know, a lot of these week 1 to week 2's progress pictures, week 3 to week 4's, they won't look that dramatic, but when I kind of zoom and enhance on certain features, you'll definitely see that there's quite subtle changes that are almost imperceptible to the eye, and that it's these incremental habits and these incremental changes that compound and give you that end result. It's not as simple as a lot of the before and after pictures that you see on Instagram or any kind of things that you would see on TikTok, where people just expedite a 6 months transformation into a little 30-second clip. It does take more than that, and I think by watching this series, you'll be able to get an idea of what it takes, and that you aren't just spinning your wheels, that you are actually progressing, even if you can't see it. My main kind of reason for this is I want to show everyone that by incremental changes in your lifestyle, and by continually doing the same habits over and over again, by making these small changes, you can give yourself the physique that you want. So I'm going to issue a challenge for any of the viewers that might feel inspired by this. If you're looking to do your own kind of 12-week transformation, you can follow along with this series. Obviously take some of the advice that I give throughout and use it to kind of inspire what you're going to do. Now, I don't ever say that you should copy exactly what I do, because training is specialised. People respond differently. Some people lose weight faster than other people. Some people gain muscle faster than other people. And other people are at different points of advancement in their lifting journey. And that's going to be reflected on the protocols they take with their diet, their exercise, etc. All of this stuff just compounds and comes together. So let me know in the comments down below if this would be something that you're interested in doing, what you're doing for summer, if you're going to be cutting down, are you staying loyal to your bulk, are you chasing those strength gains? Just let me know, is this something you've experienced before? Have you ever taken a bulk a little bit too far? And please, if you're interested in seeing me go from lean to fat to lean again, please like, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can stay updated with this series.